Here we go. Game 2 in our rookie revenge tour. Time to put up and show out.
Dave's opponent ain't a fan of your videos, man.
He should worry less about what I post on my socials and more about his game.
Look what he said this morning.
He's gonna let me know? No.
He also said you can't guard him, and a few other things I ain't gonna repeat. It was a long interview, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so what you're basically telling me is this dude is begging for me to teach him a lesson. Start nothing you can't finish, bro. All right, listen. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn.
There he is. Let's go. Really enjoyed it, except for the early second part.
Okay, well, if we're all going.
I'm just saying that there's an excuse to get over it. Scouting. That's a little intense. We are at sporting events. Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe Sophia.
MP about to tear the roof off.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. The starters for the Utah Jazz. They've got Markkanen. Nurkic is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Bailey, and it's George in at the point guard position. And for the Hornets, Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. Ball is the point with Miller on the... And you don't...
Kevin, I mean, a long season means you're going to have some peaks and valleys. And if you have a couple of bad games to start the year, you don't want to overreact, but you do want to be serious about trying to correct what's going wrong. If an extended bad streak happens, now that's cause for a little more concern.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Knipple comes in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Sexton in for Miller. And one thing to note, NP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And MP knows he's got some ground to make up to achieve that goal. He hasn't been having the stellar season that most planned, but he's got time to turn it around and start being the rookie leader he wants to be.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
That one drops. He ties it up. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
And they're moving it up. Ball finds Bridges. And it's Ball. That time on the assist from Bridges. Bridges has got his third assist on the night. Jazz trail by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. The Hornets pull it in. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Knipple with the bucket.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Knipple, and it's Salon in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Kevin, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Knipple with the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second-chance points in the league. The Hornets fourth.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got 8.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Knipple with the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
And Ball gets double-teamed. Lets it go with a 3. Knipple, no good. Jazz trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Plumlee is checked in for Charlotte. And Utah with a change here, too. Nurkic is checked in. Ball with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Inside. Here's Plumlee. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Ripped away. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Ball. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Markkanen passes to Nurkic. Back to Markkanen. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Wheeling through the defense. It's MP.
That is good offense. Unselfish play.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Knipple wide open, and he fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. 16 points for Knipple. Markkanen dishes to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Boy, MP is just filleting this defense. I mean, they've got no answers for him right now.
So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Here's Knipple. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
MP, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The game now all-time. MP's got 18 points.
Young fella does not let the contact distract or bother him. Business-like finish from MP.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. There's Ball with the three. They grab their own miss, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch. And so it's MP making things happen for the Jazz. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Taking a look here now at the Hornets, they're facing a team with similar aspirations. Good measuring stick game for them.
Yeah, like two dogs. They both want that bone. Who's going to get it?
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Utah Jazz. And that'll do it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's... Utah making a change here. MP's checked in. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got MP. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Bailey. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's George in at the shooting guard position.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
MP, good.
Tell you what, nice mid-range shot there from MP, and that'll open things up for him on the floor.
Outside, Sexton. A three-pointer off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Hornets trail by 13. Here's Sexton. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 4 assists in the game.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
It's good from long range.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
The Hornets shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
And Utah again with the bucket.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. "11 seconds left to play here in the third. That's a 2 from Sexton. That's good on the jump shot. Sexton's got 4 points in the quarter.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Jazz lead by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Sexton is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Williams. Then it's Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's MP. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. MP's got 37.
MP showing you the ability to stop on a dime for that pull-up J.
Knipple, no good. Utah leading by 14. The 3 from MP. Rebound by Williams. Now Knipple. Outside Ball. 3-pointer. He can't get it to go.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to MP. The teardrop falls in. 39 points for MP.
Soft floater. You see how MP has really improved his craft.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Hornets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Williams. Nurkic checked in for the Jazz. Dinwiddie finds Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Sexton. Now Plumlee. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Plumlee's got 20 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Hornets trail by 16. Outside Ball. And gives a 3. And so MP will bring it up for Utah. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Beyond the arc. Does not go in. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Releases from 15. He puts in the J.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bridges misses. And it's the Jazz's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's MP. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Plumlee. Nurkic with the block.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Jazz.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Miller with a wide open look. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. George finds MP. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball feeling it out a bit. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Great game tonight, MP, but you had to overcome a hot start from your first-year counterpart. Talk to me.
Yeah, we were really fortunate to get this win tonight. They definitely came out strong. It's like you said, their top rookie was on fire, and he made us pay, boy. But we had to dig deep for something to get the stops we wanted, and we did that, and we got the win. Hey, my team, they pulled it out tonight. I'm proud of those guys.
Congratulations to you all, MP.
Thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, thanks, Dom. And that'll do it, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Captain.
Here and enjoy the game. And for my money, an NBA game is. Takes it very seriously.
Generally, just good vibes, right?
For gas money, you don't?
No, someone else will take care of it.
God, your cat.
You know, I have never been to Maine. Have you?
MP's going.
My court is back, Chris.
It was so great to see it return last year, and now for 2K26, it's bigger and better than ever.
Think of my court as your...
I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. But you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Outspoken rookie MP will get his first look in the starting lineup tonight. His coaches have raved about his work ethic and basketball IQ, and they're excited to see just exactly what he does in this role starting tonight.
I'll schedule more time to watch the games and go to the factory.
Coming right up, the Jazz taking on the Celtics. For the Jazz, they bank on preparation, focus, and sheer will. Each game a renewed opportunity to prove themselves. Celtics, Jazz, and we'll be right back after this. The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
The starters for Utah. Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then it's Bailey. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's MP in at the point guard. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. And it's Simons in at the point. Corralling rebounds. These teams are excellent at it. How does that help a team's energy, Doris?
Well, I think you work so hard to contest shots. You have to finish the possession by making sure you corral the defensive rebound. Such an important part of the game. Now
here's White. Really struggled in the loss against Houston. And it's Tatum missing. MP against Simons. MP shot is off. And it's the Celtics ball. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons. Player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. If he can fit in defensively, he could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. The Jazz have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor.
Well, great hustle from MP. That's recognizing an opportunity to beat everybody up the floor.
Here's Simons. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The 3. Rebounded by Bailey.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
MP. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Anthony Simons.
Yeah, some gritty stuff there by MP. Now, he knew he was going to get hit.
And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
BA, I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one-draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Here's MP, following the 3 by Boston.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
Here's MP. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. MP's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum gets the bucket.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Here's MP. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially... MP getting it done inside.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Boston leading by 3. They've got Jaylen Brown, also Sam Hauser out there, and it's Minot in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
A nice shot by MP.
Getting it done from the in-between area. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
The Celtics have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Brown passes to Hauser. Lets it go from 11. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
And he gets it to go. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. MP shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Second shot opportunity. It's Markkanen scoring inside.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big time job right there.
Hauser passes to Brown. Down low. Here's Keita. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. MP shot is off. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 7 points. Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home.
Wow, don't let the lean frame fool you. A ferocious finish on that dunk by Chris Boucher.
What a sensational move. Captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Outside, Brown. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Bailey. Brown, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Here's MP. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Boston leading by 7. Here's Hauser. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Utah, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Al Horford's checked in for Keita. Jason Tatum comes in for Boucher. Derek White's checked in for Minot. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Nurkic is checked in for Utah. Filipowski comes in for Collier.
I tell you, sometimes you can make a statement with a dunk. MP, yes, sir.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Simons from the arc. No good there. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. As crazy as that shot was, you could almost feel it was going in.
It's been all about Jaylen Brown. For the Celtics, 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Fellas, what stands out to you about this schedule?
Man, I don't have time to be thinking about their schedule. I got my own schedule to worry about.
What?
And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. And that is going to do it for
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. MP is out there with Bailey. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Filipowski in at the power forward. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Brian, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Well, Doris, offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. MP shot is off. The Celtics shooting it at 52%. Horford outside. Three-pointer. Hey, Horford from range.
Well, this is just another way that Al Horford can beat you. He has turned himself into a quality three-point shooter.
And now a look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. 5th, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
MP, the pass to Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Doris, while he's selective about it, Yusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Yusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
MP up top. MP hammers it down. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And here's Simons outside. The rebound by Markkanen. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Utah. It's a 1-point game. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. And the Celtics in possession here. Shakes him. Brown, no good. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Simons finds White. Again, the miss by Boston.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A nice shot by MP.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Celtics trail by 5. Outside Tatum. Horford outside. A shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Bailey. For Utah, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. MP. Boston with a rebound. To the middle. Horford gets it done inside.
Well, there isn't a shot Al Horford cannot make, and on the interior, that's easy work for him.
Here's MP. And the shot goes in. MP's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster and some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken a step in the right direction with the draft haul they have, and with the picks on the horizon, it's just going to take time.
Muscling it home, MP.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Celtics trail by 9. To the paint. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's MP. Bounces high off the rim and drops. MP's got 43 points.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
The Celtics have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. And there's Simons. That one's good. On the assist by Horford. Simons got 10 points in the game. Fires top of the key. Horford pulls it in.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Jazz. He was dominant this. Big group substitution here for Utah. Nurkic is checked in for Niang. Filipowski comes in for Sensabaugh. Bailey's checked in for Collier. And MP subbed in for George. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Horford in at the 5. That's the Boston 5.
What touch on the teardrop. MP just letting it glide off his fingertips.
For Boston, they've gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Screen by Horford. Tatum with it. Working on Filipowski. Simons. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
That one goes. Yes, sir.
Absolutely fearless by MP. What a huge bucket.
Boston trailing. Simons fires. And the 3 misses. Simons against MP. It's good.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2. This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. It's a 5-point game. Here's a pass to Tatum. It's the 11-footer. Oh, he can't hit it. On offense, here's Utah. They've gone on an 8-0 run.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Oh, Horford there with a board. White with it. Nurkic picks him up. Outside Horford. They double team Brown. Oh, using two hands to power it down.
We know this about Al Horford. He's a big-time clutch performer.
Here's MP. That's in!
The moment not too big for the youngster. MP, big bucket.
Celtics trail by 5. Jason Tatum! He's off from 3.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Ooh, MP takes the contact and converts.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
On offense, here's Utah. 17-footer on the way. Down goes the jumper.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, if you're going to be a franchise guy, you've got to want the ball in these clutch moments. Jaylen Brown doing work.
Here's Utah. They're on a 16-7 run, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
Tatum misses the 3. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time.
Hits yet again. Wow.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Oh, it's off. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
60-plus in the win for you, MP. Was I seeing things, or did you leave a few points on the board out there? It felt like you could have hit 70 if you wanted.
I took a lot of good shots, and I made a good share. I'm not trying to be greedy, Dominic. Everyone needs to eat. At a certain point, you got to leave well enough alone, or the basketball gods are going to get you.
Well, no one wants that, MP.
Definitely not me. Alrighty.
Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Dominic, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long.
Are we 12? You got a lot of sugar. Ooh, come on, it's great, I promise. You get to cut off the crust too? Pretty big. Yeah.
Man, my back's killing me. When's the last time you did yard work?
Last weekend, I had one of those nice vitamins.
Hey, you still want to play 2K tonight?
Yeah.
Good game, man. Never a bad decision. Go to activity.
'60 is serious business, MP. I know you tired, because I for sure was. Congrats.
Let's go.
Ready, NP?
Nothing built for that. Anything specific?
Step back and move, ISO clear, popping out.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition. Of the NBA and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Magic. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And you know, right now for the Jazz, they're trending in the wrong direction. The NBA competition can be unforgiving. Not much room for mistakes.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Filipowski's out there with Lauri Markkanen.
Here we go.
Then it's MP, and it's Bailey in at the 2 spot. And for Detroit, at the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duran in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Cunningham with it. Now defended by MP. Ivy passes to Cunningham.
Well, Legs, the season has only just begun. It's interesting to see which teams have gotten off to hot starts, though.
Yeah, Brian, there's a lot of different situations here early. It could be continuity, adding star power, or possibly both. But it's great when you can find that confidence level early and see if you can sustain it all season.
Boy, building hope with a fan base is well early in the season always helps.
Absolutely energizes the entire fan base.
The starters for Utah. Filipowski out there. There with Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's MP. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Bailey in at the 2-guard spot. It's good.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
MP's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Cunningham. Rebound, Utah.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
MP. Again, Utah, good for 2. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Now here's Cunningham. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just 1 for 4 so far.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage. An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Ivy outside, fires for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
MP shot is good.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ivy outside. Pass to Duran. Cunningham outside. Offline with a 3. Jazz leading by 5. Here's MP. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough, Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Ivy. Cunningham on the wing. Off target from outside.
He can't get a shot to go this quarter. Might want to get others more involved.
Pistons trail by 8. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson outside. Pass to Stewart. And here's Cunningham outside. And he hits it. That makes him 1 for 6 for the game.
And that is a smooth release off the catch. Cunningham with great touch.
Robinson, he's... Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Robinson in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, some guys can get a little caught up in that mid-range, but not MP.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. MP no good. And the Pistons shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. From 13, that one rolls around and rims out.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Now here's Cunningham. Back to Stewart. Ivy, left side. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. He buries it from 3. Cunningham's got 6.
Really efficient from the perimeter. He is finding those shots, and he is making them.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Robinson. Yeah! a big finish by Robinson.
That's a beautiful pass. You just love the way Cunningham generates offense.
Bailey, the pass to MP. Getting it done inside, MP.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
A shot from the high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Back to Cunningham. No good on the triple. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Niang outside from behind the arc. Connects from downtown. And now it's a 10-point Utah lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. And again, no good by Detroit. Jazz leading by 10.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Cunningham against MP to stop the run. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Utah Jazz. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Utah Jazz.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass the cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, this is when it starts to get real. You're past the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap. So you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Magic, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Utah, they're in the lower end of the rankings and headed down. Not the position you want to find yourself in. Now we'll see if they can stabilize in the coming games.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Bailey, and it's MP in at the 1 spot. Now here's Ivy. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate